Hey Gengar gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another one of our videos. Today is part 2 of the PSA unboxing, so in case you missed it, we got 38 cards graded by PSA, finally got them back. We did the other video, definitely go check it out, link below in the description, where we opened up basically stuff we've pulled on the channel, either from Celestial Storm, Hidden Fates, or Fire Red and Leaf Green, and we got some pretty good returns, including but not limited to the Shiny Vault Charizard card. So it came back as a Gem Mint PSA 10. Super excited about that. In today's video, we're doing the other 21 cards in that set that we submitted, and the little story behind that is that we bought a $3,000 lot of Pokemon cards that had 21 gold stars in it. So we cleaned them up, sent them in, and we waited to see what they would come back as. They are here now. So today we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a challenge as well, where we're going to show prices on screen. So we'll have $3,000 plus the cost of grading plus the cost of shipping, and that'll be shown up here. And then after that, we're going to see what the cards come back as and see if we actually made a good investment or not. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. Now, in case you're curious, PSA has been really bad to me in the past, so we shall certainly see what these come back as. I'm gonna get that camera to focus in real quick, and our first card up is a Latias no, not EX, Gold Star. Yeah, so I'm really scared actually. So it is a it is a PSA 8. Not bad. So little story, I was really afraid to purchase the lot, and I did a lot of calculations to kind of see, like, in a best case scenario what they might come back as. I estimated everything at like a PSA 5. So honestly, anything that comes up that high is actually going to be pretty cool, which is good. So there's that. Next up is the Latios Gold Star card from that set. So these are both from EX Deoxys. Obviously the other big Pokemon card is the big Pokemon card of the past year. It's going to be that Rayquaza card. But honestly, these help to round out the collection a little bit, not gonna lie. A PSA 9, not bad. So in case you haven't noticed, probably over this way I will have the prices on screen, and I'll just keep them both as a running total as well as the price of this individual card. Not bad actually. I was, again, buying cards online is so tricky sometimes because it's really difficult, and then you want to add on to that the complexity of having these Gold Star cards, which are like going up in value crazy. So it's really scary, but it was so far at least looks to be worth it. Another one, there are some duplicates, so be warned. This one is a 7. Okay, fair enough. The guy that I purchased them from sort of explained to me as well, there were some that were duplicative, and the whole purpose behind that was that they would basically be, you might get one that's like in really poor condition, but the other one was in really good condition. So I guess that's fair. So moving away from EX Deoxys, now going into Crystal Guardians, we do have the Celebi, which is really cute, and it is a 8. Not bad. Okay, so that's a good looking card, and that's again a really good grade for that card. Super excited about that. In case you're curious, no, there is not a Rayquaza or a Charizard in this lot. So I guess part of the reason it was so cheap was because it didn't have the two big and heavy hitters. However, it should be said there is a Mewtwo that people really like in this set, and there's also, obviously these are the Gold Star cards, right? So these are the cards everyone chases, especially when it comes to those types of EX openings. This is an Alakazam, again from Crystal Guardians, and it is a 9. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, that's a really good grade for this card. I'm trying to also see if there are swirls. I believe actually there might be one there. I'll have to look at that under different lighting, I guess. But a lot of people really like when the holo pattern has the swirl in it as well. It just adds a little bit more collectability to the card. I know for a fact this Mewtwo has one. Let's see if I can't get that to show up real quick. Yep, there it is right there. So you see that like little circular pattern right by his hand? That is a swirl, and people like when it has the swirl because it adds an air of collectability. And now my camera has gone out of focus yet again. Wonderful. Up next, Mewtwo Gold Star from Holan Phantoms, another big chase card. And it is a... Ooh. Oh, amazing. Okay. That's really good, actually. Wow, I love that. So this is probably going to be a significant part of the reason why we make our money back. This card alone could probably make up, you know, I don't know if it's $1,000 card, but I guess we'll see whatever the price is and add it up. But I think this could definitely help chip away at that total. And I care to agree that that card was actually pretty well graded. So we'll leave it in the back. Welcome to the gang. Next up, EX Unseen Forces. There are 4 of these cards. So in case you're curious why I'm not as excited about the dogs, there is that pretty well-known drama where basically these cards, there's a lot of them on the market. So because of that, it kind of takes away from the rarity of them. I'll kind of peg them off pretty quickly. A mint 9 though, not bad at all. And I think given the rarity of this set, it's unfair to be like, oh, the 9s get a pile. Honestly, the 9 should go in the back too. We do have an Entei, again from Unseen Forces. It is a 9 as well. Wow, not bad, not bad. Coming up next, we have a Suicune. And the Suicune, oh, really? It's a Gem Mint 10, wow. I'm shook. Okay. Got another Suicune, so this is another one of those dupes. The guy was like, hey, you might get one that's a little less good. So here's another one. And it's another Gem Mint card. Wow, okay. Up next, from Power Keepers, is a Vaporeon. So I know this Vaporeon's not going to do well. I'll explain later, or in a minute. So that is a 5. Okay, I expected as much. The reason it is a 5 is down here, there is a bit of whitening on the edge of the card, and there's a slight chip right there. So I don't know if, you know, they probably see a lot more than we can see on camera, but I think that's a fair grade. And hey, 5 is still a 5, so that's, you know, it's still a Gold Star card, and it came in right where I wanted it to. So I'm happy about that. We got another Vaporeon. This one, in my opinion, was a lot better shaped, and it is a 9. Very cool. All right, nifty. Okay, coming up next on the list is a Jolteon. So we are missing Flareon. I don't believe there are any Flareons in the lot that I bought, but this Jolteon looked really good. I was really hoping that it could do something special for us. Didn't really see anything even under light and magnification, but it is a, ooh, oh, very nice. Okay, you go in the back as well, another Gem Mint 10. So hey, that's 4 Gem Mint 10s. That's actually, you know, pretty significant in terms of whether or not this was a good investment. Next up is a Torchic, and this Torchic I was very afraid of because look how much holo there is. It's a smaller Pokemon, so because of that I was very, very afraid. But there was nothing that I could see, at least. Let's see what it says. It is a Yeet. Oh, not bad. You know, I gotta say, this is looking like, and again, I haven't done any of the math yet. I'm gonna do that in editing, but yeah, pretty happy about that, not gonna lie. A Mudkip EX Gold Star. I keep wanting to call them EX cards because I just got a set of EX cards in, so I keep calling everything EX even when it's definitely not. Another Team Rocket Return Gold Star card. It is a a 9. Very cool. Okay. So up next is 2 Tricos. I remember this because it was one of those situations where, again, one card was in obviously worse condition than the other. So this Trico came back as a 6. Okay, fair enough. The reason it came back as a 6 was there was a pretty big dig right here and a pretty big dig up here. So between those two, I think that's a pretty fair grade for this card to come back as. So that's okay, but the other one was in significantly better condition. So, Trico, what are you gonna come back as? A 9. Very cool. Okay, yeah. and obviously this one was in a lot better condition. Sometimes I feel like the difference between 9 and 10 literally comes down to judgment, like more so than usual. So sometimes that can bite you in the butt, but it be what it be. Next up is a Kyogre. So Kyogre comes to us from EX Delta species. You also had Groudon and Metagross in this set, but it is a 9. Not bad. Okay. Those two cards are not included in the lot, so unfortunately I will have to sort of seek those out elsewhere. Next up is a duplicate Kyogre Gold Star. So yeah, just, you know, kind of hoping for the not bad. Okay, so most times when there were dupes I got burned, but in the case of the Suicune and in the case of the Kyogre, they both came back just as good, so super excited about that. That's a good sign. I think between the two Kyogres, the two Suicunes, basically all of the gem mints, in theory we've made the money back if I were to sell, but again, let me validate that before I say something stupid. Next up is EX Legend Maker, so it's the Registeel. It's the 3 Regis that are in the set. I didn't get the rock, but I did get the steel and the ice, so a 9, not bad. Again, pretty good number there. And last but not least is this Regi Ice. So in short, I think this set really didn't do anything for Dragon's Frontiers because you were missing both Charizard and Mew. We did, however, get the full set out of basically everything else. This Legend Maker is incomplete, and EX Delta species is also incomplete, and Power Keepers. So we're missing the Flareon, the Groudon, the Metagross, and the Regirock. So this is a mint 9, not bad. Okay, so this was good. I don't know if I'm going to add a postscript. I'm probably just going to put a little text box somewhere saying whether or not we were short or not. But yeah, friends, that is 21 Gold Star cards, including 4 Gem Mint cards, lots of 9s, and many complete sets of cards. I know for a fact we completed Unseen Forces. I know for a fact that we completed Team Rocket Returns. So this was a pretty important addition to the collection. The Gold Star cards are definitely going up in value, so it's super important to sort of have some of them or get your hands on some of them if you're an investor of sorts. For me, it was more about the nostalgia of it all, because I definitely never got my hands on some of these cards when I was a kid, so now is definitely my time to shine. And when I saw that price and I did the math, it kind of made sense. So I mean, right about now you'll see whether or not I made a good decision, but either way I think these cards are going to be worth a lot of money going forward and in the future, so definitely super happy they came back the way they did. Thanks again for joining, friends. Next week probably not more PSA returns. However, I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's getting submitted because I'm working on the submission right now. I do have these. So these are some Troll and Toad cards I got for Black Friday. You do have some vintage first edition stuff in there, little sneak peeks for you, but most of the stuff other than this Metagross that I forgot to actually include in this submission, most of the stuff is vintage EX series stuff. Troll and Toad had a good sale, so I said yeah, sure, I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up. So I'm trying to get and amass as large a set as I can and try to submit another set before that special runs out for the quarter. So yeah, friends, thanks again for joining. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, please comment, please share this video. The internet's biggest Gold Star unboxing, question mark. But yeah, thank you for all the support, thank you for all the likes, the comments. Again, subscribe, follow us over on Instagram, and thanks again for joining. We'll see you guys real soon. Peace.